Alright guys, what is going on? So today I'm going to be getting my exhaust put together and everything. So my downpipe here is 3 inches and my MagnaFlow exhaust down there is 2.25. So I'm going to cut this flange off here. I'm going to weld on this 3-inch to 2.5 adapter onto the downpipe, and then I'm going to weld this 2.5 to 2.25 to here, and then I'm going to just slide this piece over the MagnaFlow exhaust because this part slides over it, so I don't have to weld that. And then I'm going to use one of these clamps here to tighten that down. And my welding probably won't be very good, so I got some of this Inferno metal repair shit for exhausts. So this stuff should work pretty good to seal up any holes that I leave. So I'll get started with that. I cut a bit off of there because it was too long, and I don't want to cut too much off the downpipe because the downpipe is bigger. So I put one bolt in the downpipe there to hold it on, lined it up, and then I made sure this will still fit over the exhaust, like my MagnaFlow pipe. And then I put it up against this other connector and I just taped it so it's perfect and it's ready to be welded. So I'm gonna weld this together now and we'll see what happens. Alright, as you can see, it's done. It looks pretty bad though, like there's lots of holes everywhere. I just did this so it would stick together. I'm using flux core wire right now. I know you're not really supposed to be using the kind of welder that I am using for this kind of shit, but that's all I got right now and I don't feel like paying someone to do this. So I'm gonna put some of this on and seal the holes. Now you're not really supposed to get this stuff on your skin, but I'm just gonna wipe it off anyway, so it's not a big deal. That should work. If not, I'll just put more on. So while this is drying here, I'm gonna put this onto my exhaust, and I'm gonna put this up to the downpipe and see where I need to cut on the downpipe. Okay, so I got my downpipe off, and I marked right here where I need to cut. Alright, so I found out that this pipe that I bought slides over top of the 3-inch downpipe. So I just put it over enough so that there's a bit of overlap, and I'm gonna just weld a few tacks into here, into the gap, or that little groove. Alright, so I just finished with that there, and it actually turned out better than the other one. I got some pretty good tacks on there, but I think I'm gonna throw some of that exhaust patch stuff on there just to seal it for sure, so that I know it's 100% sealed. This is just to hold it on there so it doesn't go anywhere. This is what it's looking like right now. This should seal it all the way. If there's a couple leaks, I can always fix it later with this stuff again. Alright guys, so right now I'm drilling the hole for my O2 sensor bung in this downpipe, and I started with a small drill bit to drill that hole into there, and I'm using these step drill bits. I have 3 of them and I'm going to use the biggest one because the hole in the bung is 3/4 of an inch, and that's the same size as the biggest part of the big one. So I'm just waiting for the batteries for my drill to charge, then I'll get that in. And I also picked up a piece of pipe here, just a little, looks like almost a 45 or something, and there's my flange for the wastegate. This is just gonna go like this in there, and I already marked where I want it. I just used a blue marker there to mark the proper spot. and this fits into the little groove there perfectly, so I'm just gonna put a few tacks around that, and then that should be good. And then this is gonna be my wastegate dump, so we'll see how that turns out. There's the hole I made. It looks pretty good, so I'm gonna weld that bung on there now and see how it looks when I'm done. Well guys, this is the finished product. I put some more of that stuff around this nut here just to seal it off and make sure it's 100% sealed. So this stuff's gonna harden like metal. Well, it should anyway. And I got some down here on that. Tack welded all this, put some of that on there, and it turned out pretty good, I must say. So now I'm gonna put this on the car and see how it fits. Alright guys, so my downpipe is now attached to the back of the turbo. These fucking bolts here, well, that one up top in particular is a bitch because the eBay quality is just not up to par. It's a pain in the ass to get that fucking bolt in, but I got my O2 sensor bung down there. I kind of put it in a stupid spot. I guess my mark was a little off because this wasn't completely attached to the back of the turbo, but it fits fine anyway. And down here we got the rest of my exhaust. I just got a clamp there on the existing exhaust, and then I got my my adapter pieces there welded on. It doesn't look too bad actually. I'm pretty happy with how it all came out. So I now have a full exhaust, which is good. So this is how it looks now. I don't know if I'm gonna clean it up a little bit or what I'm gonna do, but it's pretty solid. It's not gonna break off or anything unless I try to break it off, so I think I might leave it like that. So I'm not really too worried about how it looks, but in my opinion it's good enough. So right now I'm just about to drill out these threads in here, because the threads that are in this flange aren't the same threads that are in the back of my wastegate, because this flange was part of the eBay kit that I bought off that guy, and it didn't come with a wastegate, which I don't know why, but this flange has different threads than the flange on the wastegate there. So I just need to drill these threads out. I already started with it, but it's kind of a bitch because it takes a while. So I just gotta drill these threads out and put this on. It should sit. Should sit like that, which will be perfect. So I'm gonna do that now and we'll see how it turns out. So my wastegate dump is on now. Just put the bolts in and it goes right down there. And I don't know, it kind of comes close to that one rubber connector for the intercooler pipe. I think I might have fucked it up a little bit with the alignment, but I might put another pipe right on the end and aim it more that way. I guess we'll have to see what happens. If it starts to melt that fucking connector, then I might have to do that. That should be pretty easy though. We'll see what happens though, I guess. I think the only thing I still have to do to get this ready for the dyno is put my new spark plugs in. I gotta get new ones. I went back to the store where I got those ones that were too big, and I requested the right ones this time. I gave him the exact number and he ordered them in, so they should be here on Monday. I picked up some new oil. As well, so I'm gonna put this in during the week. My little brother wants to give me a hand with some stuff on here. He said he wanted to come help me with a few things, so I'm gonna save the oil and the spark plugs for when he comes, because spark plugs and oil changes are pretty much the most basic things he can do, like maintenance wise on a car. So I'm gonna save that for when I'm with him. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for this video today. I don't have too much else to do. I just got to do some body work still, but I have all day tomorrow to do that. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see this thing running. It'll be up and running soon, hopefully, if all goes well. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.